My whole life I was scared of the dark up until 25 years old. You might experience this as well if you've been scared of the dark before, probably if you're a kid, but maybe not if you're 25. I would leave my bedroom and I would go down this, like we had this really high ceilings, like 4-meter ceilings, and I'd have to walk down to get to this big open kitchen to get a glass of water. And throughout the night, I would envision like someone jumping out and grabbing me from out the window or behind the door, or I'd think I'd see a ghost in the corner. Like my mind would go crazy, my heart rate would race up, and I couldn't wait to get back in my bed. And what happened was I started meditating for a couple of weeks, and I've gone into my bedroom and I was sitting there, and as I was meditating, I could feel my heart rate just increasing a bit. Even before that, I could feel like my body getting hot, and it was warming up and it was warming up. I felt like there was something in the room with me. I could feel that there was something happening at the door. And as I'm sitting here in the bed, what came up in my mind was like this Dementor-like being was coming up through the door. And as that was happening, I'm sitting there on the bed and I'm feeling smaller and smaller and smaller, all the way to the point where I feel like I'm a 12, 13-year-old boy sitting on this giant bed, and this thing is coming in under the door, and my heart rate's picking up. I'm getting hotter. This thing is coming up and up and up and up, and it's getting bigger and bigger, and I'm feeling smaller and smaller, and my heart rate is just like pounding out of my chest right now. And internally, my voice is saying, Mikkel, open your eyes, open your eyes, open your eyes, open your fucking eyes right now. And I'm like almost starting to panic, like I'm freaking out, and this thing's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and over me. And then all of a sudden I hear this voice, and it's my voice inside, and it says, "You're okay, you're safe, keep your eyes closed." At the same time I hear that voice as clear as day, the other voice is still yelling, "Open your eyes, open your eyes, open your eyes, open your eyes, open your fucking eyes right now." And I chose to pick the quieter, calmer voice. As I did, the room cleared. There was silence. There was nothing. And I felt the heat on my body. I felt the sweatiness under my armpits. And my heart rate just started to lower. I started to feel it less and less in my chest. And I wanted to open my eyes there. I said, no, I'm just going to sit here for another 5-10 minutes and see. So I sat there for another 5-10 minutes. Opened my eyes. No monsters in the room. I wasn't 12 years old. That experience shifted everything for me. I didn't understand the depth of meditation and what it can do for you. I didn't understand that traumas and things that have happened in our life have let imprints on us when we were carrying around for years. None of that. I had no idea what had just happened. I didn't actually want to tell anyone because I thought it was a bit crazy.